Let's talk about a piece of technology. It's incredibly simple, but it asks one of the most profound questions you can imagine. And it's a question that started in a single app in China and is now, somehow, echoing in cities all across the globe. So, picture this. You open your phone. You're not scrolling through social media, you're not checking the news, you're opening it for a single, stark question about your own existence. It's unsettling, and I think that's exactly the point.
And this is it, Sibile, which in English translates to, Are You Dead? It's the name of a mobile app that went completely viral, shooting to the top of the App Store charts in China. The name is blunt, it's dark, and for some reason, it just captured the public's imagination.
Okay, so what on earth does an app with a name like that actually do? Well, its function is just as direct as its name. Here's how it works. It's almost absurdly simple. First, you put in an emergency contact. Then, once a day, you just tap a single button to confirm you're okay. If you miss 2 of those check-ins in a row, the app automatically sends an email to your contact. And that's it. That's all it does. There's no GPS tracking, no complicated sign-up. It's just a digital proof of life.
And that right there brings us to the real question. I mean, the technology itself is simple, but the need for it, that's not simple at all. Why did millions of people feel like they needed to download this? The scale of the issue is pretty significant.
Look at this number. It's staggering. By 2030, projections show that China will have 200 million one-person households. That's not just a number on a page. It's a massive population of people living entirely on their own.
And what's really startling is the speed of this change. Just 2 decades ago, living alone was pretty rare, less than 8% of households. Today, it's nearly 20%. This isn't some slow drift. It's a fundamental reshaping of society happening right before our eyes.
So what's behind all this? Well, it's a perfect storm of powerful forces. You've got rapid urbanization pulling young people far away from their families, the long-term effects of the one-child policy, the insane cost of living making marriage seem out of reach, and just shifting ideas about how life should be lived. A whole new social reality is creating a very new kind of vulnerability.
But this goes deeper than just numbers on a chart. The incredible success of Sileme is really about how it taps into a deep emotional need that's been created by modern life.
A huge reason this app just exploded was its name. Silime is actually a very dark pun on Ilime, which is this huge, popular food delivery app in China. And the contrast is so stark, right? Ilime asks, "Are you hungry?" addressing a physical need. Silime asks, "Are you dead?" addressing this deep existential dread. It's a grimly clever reflection of our times.
And this is the core emotion the app is really getting at. Safety anxiety. It's that quiet, nagging worry in the back of your mind. The fear that some accident could happen while you're alone and no one would know, no one would be there to help. It's that question, if something happened to me, how long would it take for anyone to even find out?
And that's why this is so much more than just a panic button. A commentary in the publication Yucai really put it perfectly. Those who downloaded it clearly need more than just a functional security measure. They crave a signal of being seen and understood. It's like a quiet admission of loneliness, a digital request for someone, anyone, to notice if you suddenly disappear. It's a cry to be seen.
The journey of this app, from this kind of niche, morbid tool to a global brand, it happened at lightning speed.
Just look at this timeline. It's wild. It launches quietly in May 2025. By January of the next year, it completely explodes, becoming the #1 paid app in all of China. Just a few weeks later, a global rebrand is announced. This wasn't a slow burn. This was a wildfire. And that fire just kept spreading. Under its new international name, Demumu, the app started climbing the charts in totally different cultures: Singapore, Australia, Spain, the US, even India. This proves that the underlying fear, this anxiety of isolation, it's not unique to China. It's a universal feeling in our modern world.
But that rebranding, it was actually really controversial. You see, the provocative name was a huge part of its identity. One user on the social media platform Weibo wrote that the new name, Demumu, loses its flavor. Without that blunt, challenging name, the app lost the very thing that made it so compelling in the first place. So when you step back and look at all this, what does the success of an app like this truly tell us about the society we're in?
One of the code developers, a man named Ian Liu, offered a pretty interesting take on this. He argued the app wasn't just about being morbid. For him, confronting death is what forces us to actually think about how we want to live.
That daily check-in becomes more than a safety net. It's a daily reminder to make your life count.
And that's really what this all comes down to. The app is a clever tool, no doubt. It's a successful startup, and maybe it's even a philosophical prompt for some. But its very existence, its popularity, it's a symptom of something much larger. When our social safety nets have frayed so much that we need an app to ask if we're still alive, what does that say about the world we're building?